Okay, so picture this. You wake up tomorrow, and someone tells you they can erase one memory from your brain. Gone forever. But here's the catch. You'll never know which one. Could be that embarrassing thing you said in 7th grade. Could be your first kiss. Could be your mom's face. Your dog's name. The password to your email. You just wouldn't know. Would you do it? Because honestly, when I first heard this question, I thought, yeah, easy. Delete my cringe moments and move on. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized this question is way deeper than it sounds. And by the end of this video, you're probably going to question everything about how your brain works, why you remember what you remember, and whether forgetting might actually be scarier than remembering. So buckle up! This is going to get weird. All right, let's set some ground rules here. You press the button. One memory. Could be anything, just vanishes. You don't get to choose. You don't get a warning. You just wake up the next day and something's gone. Now, the obvious question is, what even counts as a memory? Is it a whole day? A single moment? Your knowledge that France exists? Because here's the thing. Your brain doesn't store memories like files on a computer. It's not like Summer 2019 folder, sitting there waiting to be deleted. Memories are way messier than that. Like, remember your first day of high school? You probably don't remember every single second, right? You remember bits. The smell of the hallway. The weird kid who introduced himself. The fact that you got lost trying to find your locker. But all those bits, they're connected to other memories. That locker? You probably went to it every day for 4 years. That smell? You might associate it with stress, or friends, or freedom. So if one of those pieces gets deleted, what happens to the rest? Do you just feel like something's missing, but you can't figure out what? Okay, so here's where this gets real. Your memories? They're basically you. Think about it. If I asked you to describe yourself, what would you say? You'd probably talk about your personality, your interests, your experiences, but all of that comes from memory. You like pizza because you remember enjoying it. You're scared of heights because you remember that one time you almost fell. You love your best friend because you remember all the good times you've had together. Your entire sense of self is built on what you remember. So if one of those memories disappears, you might literally become a different person and not even realize it. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're terrified of dogs. Have been your whole life. You avoid them, you cross the street when you see one. You refuse to go to your friend's house because they have a golden retriever. But what if that fear came from one memory? Maybe a dog jumped on you when you were 3 and it freaked you out. And then that fear just stuck. Now imagine that memory gets deleted. Would you suddenly not be afraid of dogs anymore? Or would the fear still be there, but now you don't know why? You'd just be walking around scared of dogs for no reason you can remember. That's terrifying, right? Or here's another one. What if you delete the memory of meeting your current best friend? Like, you still remember knowing them. You remember hanging out. You remember inside jokes. But you don't remember how you met. You don't remember that first moment where you clicked. Would the friendship feel different? Would it feel incomplete? Because here's the thing. You wouldn't even know something was missing. You'd just feel off and you'd have no idea why. Okay, real talk for a second. Most of us, when we think about deleting a memory, we imagine deleting something bad, right? A breakup, a failure, an embarrassing moment. But what if it's the opposite? What if you delete the memory of your grandma teaching you to bake cookies? Or the night you stayed up till 4 a.m. laughing with your friends? Or the moment you realized you were in love with someone? Those memories, the good ones, those are the ones that make life worth living. They're the ones you hold on to when things get hard. They're the ones that remind you why you keep going. And if one of those disappeared, you'd never even know you lost it. You'd just feel emptier, and you wouldn't know why. Here's the thing that really gets me. We spend so much time trying to avoid pain, trying to forget the bad stuff, trying to move on. But pain is part of the deal. It's part of being human. And honestly, some of the most important moments in your life are the painful ones. The ones that taught you something, the ones that changed you. If you erase those, you're not just deleting the pain, you're deleting the lesson. You're deleting the growth. And that's the trade-off. So here's the million-dollar question. Knowing all of this, would you still press the button? Honestly, I don't think I would. Because here's the thing. I don't trust anyone or anything to decide what I should or shouldn't remember, even if it's random, even if it's just one memory. My memories are mine. The good, the bad, the cringe, the beautiful. They're all part of the story. And yeah, some of them suck. Some of them I wish I could forget. But if I erased them, I wouldn't be me anymore. I'd be some weird alternate version of myself, who's missing a piece of the puzzle, and I'd never even know what piece it was. And honestly, maybe that's the point of this whole thought experiment. It's not really about whether you'd press the button or not. It's about realizing how much your memories matter, how much they shape you, how much they're worth holding on to, even the ones that hurt. Because at the end of the day, your memories are the only proof you have that you lived, that you felt something, that you mattered. And that's not something I'd gamble with. So yeah, that's my take. Would I delete one memory and never know which? Nah, I'm good. But what about you? Would you do it? Let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious. And hey, if this video messed with your brain a little bit, do me a favor and hit that like button. Subscribe if you want more existential crises delivered straight to your feed. And go tell someone you love them, or call your grandma, or text your best friend. Because those memories you're making right now, those are the ones worth keeping. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.